Well, a week of the season has gone by, river season that is, and this is my first chance to go out fishing. So I'm fishing a tiny little upper reaches of a stream. It's about 15 feet wide. Average depth is probably less than a foot. But there are fish to be caught in here. There's roach, dace, chub, barbel, gudgeon, minnow, as usual what you'd expect to find in a small clear stream. But what I have been doing is I've set the camera gear up and got my rod and that ready, but I'm not actually fishing yet. Now I intend to sit here for a good hour before I start fishing, and in the meantime, all that time I'm going to be feeding this, which is a mixture of 4mm pellets, wheat, and a few other pulses, but mostly wheat, and some finely chopped luncheon meat. Bait will be luncheon meat or possibly pepperami on the hook. But the main thing is, because I've made a bit of disturbance setting up the camera and whatever, I want to give this a good hour before I settle down. Gear is very simple. My 9'6" mini carp feeder, 5-pound line, and a hook length, because I might want to change from a smaller hook to a bigger one. So it'll be anything between like a size 16 to a size 8. The fish don't grow enormous in here. The barbel in lower down do go to double figures, but up here a 3-pounder would be a good one. But I can assure you, in a shallow, fast flowing stream like this, they scrap like mad. Ditto the chub. So what I want to do is just feed until I get the fish confident, and all I'm going to do is just feed small handfuls. Now I'm fishing under my near side bank, because that's where the deepest run of the water is. I should just keep feeding small quantities for a good hour before I start. So I'll get back to you shortly. It's quite a picturesque little spot. I'm shielded from the fish by some stinging nettles and other waterside vegetation, and opposite me I have a beautiful wild rose bush, which is beautifully pink flowers all over it. And although I'm about 40 yards from the road, I hope the traffic noise won't interfere too much. And I've got to tell you, this is killing me. I'm absolutely dying to get that first cast in the water, but I know I have to give these fish a chance to gain in confidence. So back to waiting. Right, I've been feeding for 3/4 of an hour. And directly in front of me I can see large shoals of what look like roach, dace, etc., but I'm hoping for chub and barbel. So we're going to start off with a bit of hair-rigged meat. Not large, about the size of my thumbnail, and we'll see how we get on with that. If I get pestered by small fish, which I probably will, I will change to a much larger lump with a bigger hook. All my tackle today fits in this. Don't need much for this sort of fishing. I'm just using a quick stop needle and a quick stop. And here we go. Not going to stand up to cast. And the fish took it as it hit the water. This could be interesting. There's obviously a lot of fish in my swim now. Yes, and I have bites on a quiver tip straight away. Here we go. Yes, and obviously a very small fish, but it's the first fish of the season from the river. And what have we got? Guess it's a small chub. Oh yes. Small, but absolutely beautiful. Well, I've changed to a lump of pepperami on a size 8 because there's obviously a lot of small fish here, and I'd like to avoid them if I can. But the bankside vegetation is making this very difficult. Well, after causing a lot of disturbance, after trying to extricate that chub from a snag, I've moved down about 10 or 15 yards. This looks like another snag pit. Big overhanging willow trees, dark water, lots of fish up and down. So I guess there's plenty of fish here. Let's just throw in some bait. On the other side of the tree, just under the dark water, I did see a few better chub. And this swim is really shallow. I doubt if it's more than 6 or 7 inches deep. This could be fun, especially casting it underneath this tree. But all we can do is try. I'm still screened from the fish's view, and it's funny, I can see the area I was throwing bait in, and there are myriads of small fish in there. Don't know what they are, little chub, little roach and dace, I guess. But I'm just going to wait for that tip to hammer around confidently. Those chub will find it, they'll find it definitely, so it's just a case of waiting. Might have to wait until, oh yes, I just heard that lovely gloop, which means that there are definitely feeding fish down to that tree. It's just a case of, oh, couple of little taps, but like I say, this time I can't see any snags there, and if I hook a big one, this is a jump in the river job. Don't really want to be jumping into the river with my health, but It's amazing how crystal clear and shallow this river is, but it's being abstracted so much. It's virtually dying, and people are hammering up private no fishing signs all the way along here. This is a short stretch of, well, no more than 7,500 yards, I suppose, at the most, not even that hardly, that I've got access to. A 3-pound chub from this river is a big one. The barbel, 5 or 6 pounds maybe in places. Further downstream they've had them to double figures, but up on this section not usually. There's obviously a lot of small fish trying to get that pepperami off the hook. Well, I had a 2-foot twitch and I still missed it. Struck into thin air. But I don't care. I'm sitting here absolutely fascinated by a wren on the opposite bank. And that's equivalently bouncing around like a doing sailors. Obviously a lot of fish underneath it. I missed that one as well. How did I miss that one? Right, okay. Hair a bit long maybe? Sometimes happens with chub that they'll pick it up in their lips. These chub are obviously spooky. I guess what they're doing is picking the bait up in the outside of their lips and backing downstream. There we go, look at that. Now you would have thought you couldn't miss them, but I've struck at 4 of them and missed them all. Didn't I, Mr. Wren? Missed them all. But if this doesn't work, I'm just going to try side hooking a piece of meat. There we go, look at that. I've got this one. I wouldn't have said it's a monster, but it's a chub. Ooh. And it might not be very big. Or is it a barbel? Oh, I think I might have got a barbel. Oh! Thank you, Drennan, for building such a superb little rod. Yes, this looks like a barbel. Oh! Oh! Come on. That's it. Well, he's not a monster. But, oh, did he give a good scrap? Mind you, he's not done yet, is he? No, I didn't think so. Well, come on. He might not be very big, but he does not want to come to... Oh, here he comes. No, not yet. Come on. Come to Daddy. That's it. Well. Well, what can I say? What a beautiful fish. Now the guys on the Trent and the Severn would scoff at a fish like this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Oh, I'm slimed up. But how about that? A tiny river barbel. Oh, slim torpedo. Absolutely scale and fin perfect. I guess about 3 pounds. Let's just get him back in the water. Give him a chance to recover. You must give them time to recover. And I'm just watching him, he's head onto the current. I'll let him rest there until he swims out of the net of his own accord. So, for me, absolute perfection. Like I say, not the biggest fish in the world, but boy did he give a good scrap. Just make sure he's okay in that net. There you go, mate. Go on, swim out. There. Oh yes, he's in a strong flow. So, if I don't get another bite, I am not bothered. But what I am going to do is rest the swim, put some more feed down there, have a drink of water, and yes, very, very satisfying. And we are definitely into another one. And is this one that's charged off downstream. It's pumping back slowly. Or is this one a chub? It's a chub. Still a good sized one for a small stream. And he's mine. Well, from the bite I thought it was another barbel, but it's just a modest chub. Still happy to catch it though. Cool. That's it, his chops and out the other side. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at that. What a beautiful bronze chub. Again, not very big, very modest. But hey, what more can you ask on a beautiful June evening? Pop it back. I thought I'd best mention today is the summer solstice. So it's the longest day of the year, and it's been a very good one for me, and I have thoroughly enjoyed my time at the river. It's only a couple of hours, probably 3 hours, because I spent nearly an hour just baiting up the first swim, only to have to move. But for me, it's been a wonderful evening. And I am still hopeful that there'll be another fish, but I doubt it. But there's a bait in the water, there's hope. And we're in again. Not a monster. I was putting up a, guess it's a chub. Yes, it's a chub. On this light rod, even smaller chub like this give a good account of themselves. And yes, he's mine. So, oh yes. And there, in the twilight, another thin, perfect chub. Beautiful. Thanks for watching Easy Fishing. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have this evening of the summer solstice. Mwah. Thank you, Mr. Chub. What a beautiful fish. So thanks for watching. Catch you soon. Happiness is fish shaped, for me anyway. So, do you know, I'm tempted to put a bait under there again. If that bait is undamaged, that's going back again. My dinner will have to wait. That's why I hate telling people I'll be home at a certain time. Can I get lucky? But 2 decent chub, 1 good barbel, and a chublet, and a couple of lost ones. Yes, I've run out of loose feed now, and I'm convinced it's throwing in handfuls of that loose feed that gets those fish going. But who cares? Fishing's about pleasure, and I've had a lot of pleasure this evening. So if I don't catch anything else, this is good night, and I hope you all have a very good fishing session wherever you are and wherever you're after next time you're out. So until then, tight lines.